What's up, fam? How you guys are doing today? I'm starting to remodel my home. My husband has been doing all the remodeling. It's been a lot hectic. I haven't been able to do anything, and then on top of that, I kind of got a little bit sick where now my back is hurting bad. So today I have to go to an urgent care to just go get checked, just to like cancel out anything that could be, you know, risky. New product that I have for today that I just recently bought. I know I'm always late on everything, but I try to keep up the makeup trends, different products to use. And the product that I'm going to be using today is going to be the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, and the shade that I got is in 330. Let me guys get you close up. I'm going to be reviewing this foundation for just today. So if you guys want to stick around, then just stay tuned and let's just get right into the video. Alright, so before I get started, I haven't really like washed my face because of course my husband's been working on my bathroom, and my bathroom is literally on this side. So he's been trying to remodel it so we could get it done. We've been trying to fix up the house little by little, which is coming together. I just have to do my part and get mostly all the home decor stuff, and sometimes it can take a while. I have my kids virtually going to school, and then I'm just a 24-hour mom. I mean, I just got a hectic schedule, so sometimes it's hard for me to upload on every Monday or every Friday because half of the time my kids have me busy, so it's hard. I'm gonna try to stay as consistent as possible, so you guys just please just be patient with me as I try to upload content in my videos on time. But to go in with the Super Toner Brightening Fruit Acid from e.l.f. and this, I can't believe I just cursed, but this stuff, that's how you know when I literally say a word and I didn't mean to. Know that this stuff is really good. This is only $8, you guys. So if you are on a budget and you need something to help your skin brighten up, especially if you're a mom like myself, this stuff here brightens up your skin, takes all the oil, the dirt, or anything in particular to that, and it leaves your skin literally bright. And it has a great smell to it. It smells literally like lemon. I normally go in with my Origin, but I can go back and forth. So I'm going to use today the Ordinary. It's under eye. It's a caffeine solution, 5%. And it helps for your eye pigmentation and the puffiness. So it's really an under eye serum. I normally just put this under my eyes, and I don't put a lot. And then I use my ring finger to kind of balance all of that. And a lot of people just use it under their under eye. You could do that if you want. I honestly do both, where I just put it on my under eye and on top, because that's where mostly I have a lot of pigmentation, a lot of bags, and help reduce the darkness. So my moisturizer, this is nothing new. I've been using the SQUALINE moisturizer from e.l.f. for a couple weeks. I love it because it has squalene, which is very good for your skin, and it's very hydrating. Like at first I didn't like it, like it was too sticky, and I hate products that are moisturizing and then it's too sticky, because I don't want to go the whole day with a sticky face, if you know what I mean. So at first I didn't enjoy this moisturizer, but I gave it about a whole day and I left it on the whole night, and skin moisturized, non-sticky. Like it wasn't sticky at all. The smell, there's really no smell to it, but it's really soft and it just melts in the skin. You just have to apply it really well and massage your skin. This is what I like to do all the time because it really like relaxes my face. Of the Pacifica Glow Baby Booster Serum, help activate more brightness to my skin, so that way I won't look too dry. And since we're running into the warm season, I usually am combination, but sometimes my face can get a little bit dry in certain areas, and I don't like to apply it a lot because I am gonna go in with a sunscreen. So this is why I am applying this first, and as you can see, it starts to brighten up my skin. And how nice my skin looks. Like right now it looks red, but that's because I was massaging my skin. But this is what I use every day, and it's just plumping my skin to giving it a wake. SPF BFF from MILANI, and this is SPF for my face. So this is also new, but I know in my IGTV I have mentioned this. If you are not following me on Instagram, you should go ahead and follow me and just check out my IGTV mini clip on my SPF. It's really good. I've been using it for about 2-3 weeks, and it's not that bad for a drugstore, you know. Normally some drugstore SPF, they don't give you a lot of coverage, but I feel like with this it does protect me from the UV rays. By all means, I tried to use this because before I didn't used to use SPF, and I noticed that I used to get a lot of dark spots on my face. So just the FYI, you guys, the BH127. I like to mix sometimes and with a much stippled brush, but I always tend to go back to this brush from BH because I feel like it just glides on quicker. Alright, you guys, so the final thing that I like to use whenever I'm in a rush, I like to go in with some setting mist, because I really need my face to be hydrated, because I know you guys are probably confused as what am I talking about. So I want to say Wednesday, I was helping my husband use buckets of tile, which at first, for some people who are not used to doing labor work, you know, carrying buckets and stuff like that, it tends to get tiring and it can lead to hurting your back, especially if you're not doing it correctly. I was doing it correctly, bending my knees and then picking it up and then walking out and then dumping it in my husband's truck. But I do remember him telling me just wear your back brace or your waist trainer so it doesn't hurt your back. But me, I don't like to listen at times because I'm like, I got this. Like, I work out, you know, I deal with the kids, so it's not a big deal. But little did I know it was a bad idea, and yeah, I messed up my back. And then, you know, right after I fed the kids and stuff, I have noticed that my body was starting to get like cold, because on top of that I had on like a soccer shirt and shorts, and I mean it seemed comfortable. Like I felt like I was like showing and was exposed to the air too much. So long story short, fed my kids, then I started to feel my back starting to hurt, and my husband kept like repeating it, like, I told you to put on, you know, your waist trainer, you don't listen. And I didn't care about whatever he was telling me in that moment, because I just couldn't take the pain no more. And at first I was just ignoring it, thinking that maybe it was just me. My back was really starting to hurt bad, my upper back. So I was like, you know what, maybe if I lay down, the pain will go away. So I go upstairs after I settle the kids down and I get in my bed. Once I get in my bed, I noticed that my body started to get a little bit cold. So then I'm like, this is not normal. And I know these types of feelings because I don't know if you guys know this, but in 3 years back, I had pneumonia. And it was the worst feeling. I would never wish that even on my own enemy. So to have pneumonia is something very serious. And my husband also lost someone that very special to him from pneumonia. So when it comes to something serious like that, he is very adamant about it. So I just started feeling like that, and then my lungs started to like kind of close in, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going through this again. I don't know if it's pneumonia. I don't know if maybe I haven't been pooping right, and maybe that probably is, I'm constipated. I don't know what it was, but that night I felt so horrible. I just thank God that I still had medicine from when I had my son that is still till this day has expired, and I'm still able to use it. But I took that medicine. It took a while for it to kick in, but I could not go to sleep that night. Like, I couldn't. I stayed up for probably like 6 hours at night for the pain to go away. And then the next morning when I woke up, I just felt like a little swelling, and my upper back was just hurting. So I didn't do nothing about it. And knowing me, you know, since me and my husband like to rotate and take care of the kids, watch the kids, comes a lot on our plate that sometimes I don't have any or anything in between for me to take care of myself. As a mother, you don't really take care of yourself because you're so worried about your husband and your kids that you lose focus in yourself, and I tend to do that a lot. So I won't go to the hospital or to the doctor. I used to, but it's rare when I do it now because now I have kids. But I didn't mention to you guys what primer I use. I use the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer, and it's this one right here. It's the green little turquoise looking color. My favorite brush, and it's going to be the e.l.f. COMPlEXION Duo. This foundation. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to put the foundation first, and then my concealer last. Usually I do it backwards, but today I'm just gonna do it the other way. So I'm gonna maybe 2. And that night I literally had to pray to God and ask for him to help me. What do I do? I felt like he was telling me all the things to do, but I know for a fact I should have went to the hospital, but I was just being so stubborn because I just had this thing where I didn't want to go because who's gonna take care of my kids? My husband has to work, and who knows my kids more than I do. I have more patience for my kids at times. My kids, they're well behaved. Sometimes they can be a certain way sometimes, but that's in, like I was saying, that's like every kid's milestone, you know. They go through stuff. We all go through it when we're kids, so it's normal. I'm used to it. But the thing is like my kids is just my main priority. So I didn't want to have to go and then they'll tell me, oh, I have this. If they thought maybe I could have COVID, that they would make me stay and tell me, because since I almost couldn't breathe. I was in my bed. I literally had to do like baby breaths, like if I was gonna have a baby, basically. Like, that's how I felt in that moment. And I just couldn't believe it. Like, I was still in shock, like this happening to me again. And it was just excruciating. I don't know what this could be, so that's why I'm gonna go get checked. Now I'm using the LA Pro Concealer in Peach Corrector, and this is just to correct my under eyes or any. So I like to use this a lot, so this is nothing new. But I don't know, so that's why I'm gonna go get checked so I can find out if it really was what it was, and just be on the safe side, because I need to last long for my kids. I know God has put me on this earth for a purpose, and I want to complete that purpose. But I also want to live long enough to see my kids grow, have their family, so that I can feel at peace. I just can't get sick. Like, that's one thing I can't do. Like, in my heart, I'm the one that has to keep everybody together, even when things fall apart. That's just what a mom is supposed to do. So when I see other people, you know, go instantly, it's so easy, and I applaud them for that. But for me, it's just, I have to have another voice tell me, because if I just hear it from my husband, I won't go. If I hear it from my mom, it's like a yes and a no. But also deals with it, which my sister, she has like Crohn's disease, which is a very like a ill sickness that she has to deal with for the rest of her life. So she's used to going in and out of the hospital, doctors and everything, and she hates it. So for me to have to tell her something and have experience on pneumonia when I first got it, she told me to go. So she was the one that had to encourage me to go, because she's like, hey, listen, like, I know you don't want to go because of the kids, and it's understandable, but for your sake and your health, you need to go, because you don't know, and you don't want to wait the last minute. So with her telling me that, it made me like go. I have to go and do it. So that's why right now I'm here telling you my story and what's been going on throughout this whole week. So I just did that. And the concealer I used, nothing simple, nothing new, the same Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer from Too Faced. I'm back. Alright, so yeah, so that's what I had to deal with. And I'm using a sponge because sometimes I like to go back to the sponge at times, especially when I want to have a little bit more coverage and everything to be well blended. I mean, the brush did what its job, because I blended it really good, so it did what it needed to do. But I don't want to use the sponge under my eyes today, because we're focusing on the foundation and the brush, so I could give you guys my full thoughts on it for the whole day, which I'm gonna be probably wearing this the whole day up till the night. So I'll give you guys my full review on the CC cream. Now I'm gonna use the end of this, and I'm just going to blend the concealer in. And I like to work this and take my time. That way everything is well blended. And I love that e.l.f. came out with this brush. I think it was so convenient, so smart that they invented this, because sometimes just buying a single brush is just, it's a lot. Sometimes you don't even want to use a sponge. You don't want to use your fingers. So I just really thought this was really thought of, that they did. And e.l.f. always surprises me with new stuff, and I don't mind it because I'm an e.l.f. girl. I've always been an e.l.f. girl since before my kids, when everything was literally $1. Powder from Laura Mercier, and I just press it on my sponge, and I press a lot because I don't want it to be too powdery, so when I go outside my skin will look like my skin. I'm gonna start to kind of blend the translucent powder everywhere where I concealed, and apply my foundation. Alright, I found it. So now I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Ultra Precise pencil, and it's in neutral brown. So if you guys are asking, now I know the color. Right. So I just finished with my brows, so now I'm gonna move on, and I'm just gonna contour just a little bit just to get it out the way. I just want to chisel my face and just move on, because I'm really not trying to do a whole lot to my skin, and I just want to go in and out because I got somewhere to be. Like, I just want them to do this quick, but I have a feeling I might be there for a couple hours, so I don't want to be on this video for too long, because I already feel like 10 hours that I've been on this video. What's up, you guys? I just wanted to come on here real quick because I didn't want to have it written on my video. Basically, I just went over my contour with the e.l.f. contour powder in medium, and then I'm also going in with the e.l.f. putty blush in TURKS&CAICOS, and I just really just put it all over my high cheekbones and on my upper brow bone. Also, I'm going in with the Maybelline New York mascara in Black is Black, and all I'm really doing is just flicking my lashes, but I'm not applying too much on the root. So that's how I normally sometimes do my mascara whenever I'm like in a hurry. here I'm also about to line my lips with a lip liner from Steve Laurent, and it is in the shade Uptown. KYLIE's DULCE. Off with the lifter gloss from Maybelline as well, and I'm gonna use REEF, which is this color here. And I'm to be a little bit extra. So what I do is whenever I feel like my lips don't mesh all the way, I get like a fine like brush. It doesn't have to be like a professional brush, it could be like a paintbrush or whatever, and I go in and I kind of blend it in. That way everything is well blended and there's no patchiness on the lips. And back and use my setting mist from e.l.f. one last time. So I'll let you guys know later on today how the foundation worked out and how it stayed on, and that's about it. So I'll see you guys later today. Peace. What's up, fam? I am coming back giving you guys a little update. So far I have gone through half of the day with the CC cream from e.l.f. and believe it or not, it has not moved. So I am gonna leave it on for tonight so that I can give you guys my full review. But so far the only place that I have noticed that had been moving was around my upper lip, around here. But that's because I had to go to the urgent care and they had to check me. Wear a mask throughout the day. Sometimes it tends to move the foundation. It looked fine, but I feel like with the rest of my face it didn't move. So I'm pretty impressed that it stayed in place and it gave me like this natural look to my skin. But of course, you know, I have my natural oils that are kicking in, but other than that, I'm loving this foundation. Anyways, I'm going to come back and I'll let you guys know my final thoughts. So I'll see you guys. So I don't think I was able to show you guys like close, which I can bring you guys up close, but because my time is running out and I have to go to my mom's to shower since my husband is remodeling and our shower is occupied at the moment. This is my final thought, my final review. The CC Cream foundation from e.l.f. I want to say that I really love it. I know when I got home and I had to like clean a little bit, I did notice that my oils started kicking in a lot more, but that was probably right after maybe 7 hours. But that's fine. I just wanted to see if it was going to move around within the hours I put it on before I went to the urgent care, and little did I know it did not move. Certain areas, I mean, now my face is starting to get a little bit shiny. You could start kind of seeing my pores and my natural skin coming in. CC cream / foundation, it really did its job. I was kind of skeptic about it at first because I was going to be putting on my mask the whole day, so I wanted to see if it was going to move around, and I kind of knew it was going to do that. It's normal, you know, for foundations to do that, especially when you have a mask on. So I was fine with that. My highest average of this foundation will literally be a 10. And normally I don't really give a 10 if I don't like something. So this is my honest review on this CC cream, and for a drugstore for only $14, you can't beat that price, especially when it doesn't even move. When you set it well, it leaves your face just all right. I know I'm trying to talk, but I'm driving, but it's fine. I know how to do this. I'm a pro. But that's pretty much all I have for tonight. Yeah, you guys, stay blessed and be safe out there. Happy Friday, and that's it. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, and hit that notification bell for every time I upload a video. And last but not least, before I go, because I know I said that already, but if you guys are new to my channel, hello, my name is Christina. Anyways, I gotta go, so peace.